You taught me every chord has somewhere it wants to land. The sus4 leans toward home. You drew it out by hand on the back of something. I forget a receipt, a chart. You said the third is where the chord becomes a heart. You said remove the third and now it lives in tension. And then you probably made a hitchhiker's guide mention, because that's what you did, theory into absurdity. And somehow both of them just stuck in me. Certainty. Moved to Ohio, but the music stayed in town. I kept the Keneally, kept the Cthulhu, kept the sound of everything you handed me, disguised as chord charts. And I kept the stupid things that Metallica kept doing to its art. And I kept the question I was saving for the next time we could talk, about a suspended seven or the proper way to walk. Something heavy I've been saving, it's you're gone. And the question just hangs there like a suspension. No resolve, a harmony of hurting with no final chord involved. You taught me what a sus chord was, you taught me what it meant. Now every time I use one it's a little monument. I can't ask if the fifth works or the seventh is the feeling. I just pick the one that aches the most and call it healing. This is a suspension, honest, unresolved and true. I'm playing in the key of grief and it's tuned to you. Okay, let me get technical, because the feeling needs precision. A suspended chord displaces the third, it's the decision. The heart of the chord pulled out and you're between the cracks, but second and the fourth, and there is no coming back to the resolution that the melody was building toward. And see, that's not a metaphor, that's just grief actually. That's a dug-shaped displacement in the middle of the music that I keep trying to ride around, and every time I use I feel the absence of the third, the absence of the chord, the absence of the guy who would've told me what it's for before I even finished asking. With the timing like a metronome, you'd answer for the question, land and pivot to Jerome, or some obscure guitar player nobody else had heard. And I go home with 4 new tabs pulled up, and every word of hitchhikers ringing in my skull like a perfectly placed note that you slip in between the theory and the antidote to taking anything too seriously, which I still apply every time I wanna spiral, every time I ask the sky why anything at all. I hear you basically explaining that the answer's 42 and Douglas Adams is the training data for a universe that runs on with absurdity. So technically you're still the source, just the truth to me. And the orange robot dances on the channel with your name, and every song he dances to you somewhere in the frame. At a gas station in Ohio, with the worst dice anyone could roll, a man who handed me the music paid a price nobody chose. And I can't resolve that chord, there is no theory for that drop, no suspended fourth that finally falls to C, no clean place for it to stop. And forgiveness is a strange thing when it goes to the undeserving hand. When it's not for them, it's for the note that needs somewhere to land. Not because it's right, not because the math forgives itself, but because the suspension is the truth, is the only thing that's left. This is a suspension, no resolve, a harmony of hurting with no chord involved. You told me what a sus chord was, and I've been living in the lesson of a teacher that got spent too soon and dug the robot dances. And the audience won't know that every time the orange light moves, it's a thank you for the show. I'm suspended in the key of grief, and you're the reason that I roll. spend its seventh work here? I think it does.